Back in the days before smartphones, taking a really good photo was a lot of work. But now, you can easily learn how to take nice photos with your phone. You don't need a fancy camera or special computer software for editing. Companies also understand that these kinds of pictures are still important for advertising. But don't think it's as easy as just pointing your phone and clicking. Hey there, tech enthusiasts! Welcome back to Inspero Tech, your go-to channel for all things tech-related. Today, we have something special for you. We're diving into the fascinating world of smartphone photography, and we're going to unveil some incredible tips and tricks that will take your smartphone photography game to the next level. What's the secret to taking great pictures with your smartphone, then? As it turns out, there are a few of them. Watch out for these tips below to improve your smartphone photography game. Number 1. Practice. Practicing is important in photography. It's like showing how you see the world through your pictures, especially with your smartphone. People take a lot of photos worldwide, and most of them, about 92%, are taken with smartphones. But you can make your photos special by practicing. Take lots of pictures. Your phone is usually with you, so you can snap good pictures wherever and whenever. Instead of just taking one photo of something you like, take many, like 10, 20, or even 30 photos. Afterward, look at them and see which ones you like the most and why. Look from different angles. Taking pictures from a different and unexpected perspective can make them more interesting. It can make things look like they have depth or are really high up. This makes your photo stand out because most people take pictures straight from above. For example, you can try taking a picture from a little distance and using the sky as empty space, like in the first photo below. Or you can try taking it from a slightly downward angle. Number 2. Get to know your camera. It can be tricky to take good photos with your phone if you don't know how it works. So, take some time to explore your phone's camera modes and settings. Learn how to do things like adjust where the camera focuses and how bright or dark the photo is. Some phones have an automatic way to balance colors, but you might need to get an extra app to do things like you can on a fancy camera, such as a DSLR. Use a modern phone with a good camera. It's a good idea to get a phone that has a really good camera. Think about how clear the pictures are and if it can take good photos in low light. But if you want to take photos that look as good as those from your favorite Instagram photographers, it's better to have a newer smartphone. Try HDR mode. HDR, or High Dynamic Range, is a setting in your camera app that helps when you have a photo with really bright and really dark parts. It can make your photos look more creative or artsy. Your iPhone usually uses HDR by default. If you have an Android phone, you might have to change the settings yourself. Try Portrait mode. When you use Portrait mode on your phone, it makes the background blurry and your main subject stand out. You can also change how bright or dark your picture is and play around with the lighting. Test it out in different lighting and distances to get the look you want in your photos. Clean your phone's camera lens. A smartphone camera is easy to carry around, but it can get dirty. It's in your pocket or bag, and it collects dust and lint. Before taking a picture, use a soft cloth to clean the camera lens. Number 3. Learn how to use light. Knowing how to use light well is super important for taking awesome photos. It can totally change how a picture looks. To make your phone photos better, learn how to work with light. Use the warm and soft light during the golden hours in the morning or evening. Or you can make cool shadows with a strong spotlight. Don't forget to adjust how bright or dark the photo is to make the light look its best. Number 4. Arrange your photos well. How you put together your photos is really important. Famous photographers like Annie Leibovitz and Richard Avedon are great at arranging their pictures to make them strong and powerful. But you don't have to be a pro to make cool and pretty photos. You just need to find your own way of putting your pictures together. Number 5. Focus on one thing at a time. Making a great photo is not just about how it looks, but also what's in it. Many awesome photos have just one interesting thing in them, like portrait pictures. So when you're taking a picture of something, take your time to set up the shot. Some pros say that your subject doesn't have to fill the whole picture, and about 2/3 of the picture can be empty space. This helps your subject stand out even more. Don't forget to tap the screen on your phone to make the camera focus on your subject. This makes sure your picture is clear and well lit. Here's a tip: after you take your picture, you can use filters and apps to make the subject look even better or to cut out the extra stuff. You can also change how bright, clear, and colorful the picture is, all on your phone. Number 6. Set your camera's focus. Most phone cameras nowadays automatically make the front part of your picture look sharp, but not every picture you take has something obvious in front. To change where your camera looks sharp, open your camera app and tap on the screen where you want it to be clear. If you're taking a picture of something that's moving, like a running dog, your camera might have trouble keeping it sharp. So, tap the screen just before you take the picture to make sure the moving thing is as clear as possible. You'll see a square or circle on your camera screen, and that's where your picture will be focused. Number 7. Keep your phone steady. Even though smartphones let us take pictures anywhere, our phone cameras can be easily shaken. To prevent your photos from coming out blurry or distorted, make sure your camera is steady. You can rest your arms or hands on a friend or a wall to stop them from shaking. Or, you can use books or something like that to prop up your phone and keep it steady. Number 8. Don't hesitate to make changes. Taking and arranging your photos on your phone is only the start of making them look really good. The next important thing is to change or edit your photos. Filters can be very helpful when it comes to two things: 1. Getting rid of marks or spots in a picture, and 2. Making food look even yummier. There you have it, folks. The ultimate guide to smartphone photography tips and tricks. We've covered the basics: lighting, composition, camera settings, editing, accessories, and the importance of practice. So grab your smartphone, head out there, and start capturing those amazing moments. And if you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Inspiro Tech for more awesome tech content. Until next time, happy shooting!